Guys, I am going to give you 3 incredible game-changing strategies for your next open house that are going to allow you and enable you to generate more leads with a higher likelihood of conversion. So before I get into these 3 major game-changing, business-changing strategies that really don't take much to implement, just a little bit of thought, I would love if you could please like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. We are so passionate and unrelenting in our pursuit to bring authority back to the real estate space, to the real estate title, real estate salesperson title. Your help encourages us daily to get there, knowing that there's agents out there benefiting from our advice, implementing and winning with the advice we provide, gives us that confidence, that smile, that ongoing pursuit to be successful. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment your thoughts so we can continue to make improvements and tweaks to our channel and our content. So let's get into it. Number 1, you are going about your open houses all wrong. You are promoting them to the wrong audience. We are not thinking critically before the execution. Let me tell you why. Take, for example, I've got a cookie cutter 4-bedroom subdivision home, 2,100 square feet, and I'm hosting an open house. What do the conventions tell you about where to knock to invite people? Go ahead, say it out loud so I can hear you. The neighborhood. Let's go knock the neighborhood. Hey, I'm having an open house down the street. Would you like to come be a nosy neighbor and check it out? They're not going to come if they're not into the real estate market. They might want to come to be nosy. You haven't framed the reason for their being there effectively enough. So now you're not going to generate a sale out of it, because that should be the point, which I'll speak to later, should be the point to generate a potential sale, build a relationship with someone in the neighborhood. No one gives you authority like having a listing or hosting an open house in a particular community. But we haven't thought critically about it. Do you want to come to our open house? Oh, I had 3 people walk through. Any potential leads? No, because we're going about it the wrong way. I want to get this home sold. I want to inspire action. It's twice as easy to inspire action as it is to inspire thought. So how do I inspire action? Action of someone showing up to an open house. Really easy thing to say yes to. I stop knocking on the neighbors' doors to get them to come to the open house with the purpose of them buying that home. Why does someone in a 4-bedroom cookie cutter, 2,100 square foot home, 4 doors down, want to buy this home that's cookie cutter, 4-bedroom, 2,100 square foot home, 4 doors down, and go through transaction costs and realtor fees and go through that move? You're speaking to the wrong audience. Let me tell you the right audience. You're going to do something called a buyer audit. A buyer audit. I want you to take a blank piece of paper and you're going to go through these 3 steps to determine who the buyer is for that home, and then take action to meet them and invite them to your open house to inspire that action. Let's go through it. Number 1, who's buying the home? I'm doing an open house. Let's use the same example. 2,100 square foot cookie cutter subdivision detached home, fully fenced backyard, double garage, 4-bedroom, finished basement. Sure. Who's buying it? Who's buying it? Take a second. Just think. Reflect on it for a moment. Who's buying this home? Go ahead. Think on your own while I have a sip. What'd you come up with? Maybe a first-time buyer? Maybe an upsizer? Maybe a growing family? Downsizer, maybe not. 2-story, they want bungalow. Lateral move, maybe. Someone moving from a different community that's got a new job working here, maybe. But I think the highest likelihood is an upsizer moving from, let's call it a townhome, in the local community with a young family. They want to keep their kids in the same school district. They want to pick up their prescriptions at the same pharmacy. They want to grocery shop at the same place, keep their kids on the same soccer team with the parents' friends they have the odd barbecue with. They don't want to leave the community, but they need more space. They want to have a second child, maybe a third. They want to adopt a puppy for little Johnny. Maybe that's the case. Great. So when I go to invite people, potential clients, to this open house, I want to go to those communities. So step 2 in the mapping exercise, now I have the profile, I'm going to define where those people are, where that profile is. They are in townhomes on the east side of town. Or you know what, we've got great schools where this home is. Maybe they want to move from the south and come a little more north, or from the north come a little more south to take advantage of the better school districts. better ranked schools. So again, children, 4-bedroom detached home with a backyard. Let's find townhome pockets or even condos where they may want to move up. Let's go speak to them and invite them to the open house, because now I'm inspiring a move. I'm inspiring a change. What I will couple with this information is potentially some numbers. I want to answer some questions before they ever even get there. Did you know it's a great time to move up per delta, because every $100,000 on your mortgage is another $500. Every $100,000 on your mortgage debt is going to be another $500 a month. So if you move up from a townhome like this, and we can generate $800,000 for this, and you're moving up to this detached for 1.1, that's a delta of $300,000. That's going to be $1,500 a month more. Do you think that's something you can afford? If yes, I'd love to invite you to my open house this weekend to see what's possible, to see if you can visualize yourself making this move at some point in the future. And what you're going to find is you're going to encourage and speed up that decision-making process for that particular profile, because we were targeted, we were intentional, and then step 3 in my mapping exercise is take the action to meet them. Knock on the door, invite them, let them know you want them there. A personal invitation is 10 times more effective than a group invitation, meaning a mailer that says you're invited has 1/10 of the effect as knocking on a door and saying, hey, this is what we're doing. We're inviting the neighbors because we're seeing a big shift, a big change of homeowners in this pocket selling and moving up, because it makes sense for the market. Interest rates are working their way down, and you can get a lot more space in the same community for a pretty justifiable delta. You will meet the right profile. So step 1, I could talk about this one for another 20 minutes. I won't. I like to keep these videos short. If you want more, you know where to find us, rexcoaching.com, or on Instagram, rexcoaching. But this is a big one for me. Agents all too often go after the wrong profile to invite them to their open houses. I want you to find the buyer and invite the buyer to get there. Give yourself a chance to network, build relationships with the right profile. It is game changing. Now, step number 2, we don't forget about the neighbors. We're not going to talk to the neighbors, because we've got so much opportunity here with the neighborhood. We have a sign, or even the fact that we're hosting an open house in their community. Automatically, the information here, the listing here, is going to be relevant. Naturally, it'll be relevant. But my frame, my pitch has to be a little different. Number 1, I treat them with the respect of being a neighbor, and I say the first hour of our open house, we're going to be hosting exclusively for the neighborhood. Everybody loves exclusivity. Everybody loves something special. So we're hosting an open house from 1 to 4, from 1 to 2, neighbors only. They love that. Way higher likelihood they show up. Now the question is, why do I want the neighbors to show up? They're probably not buying the home. Maybe they've got a friend or relative or colleague that's curious about the neighborhood, and they're going to come preview it for them. More than likely, this open house is going to benefit you as an agent. Hey, if you ever have been curious about what your home is worth, it's a great opportunity to come inside and see. Once the home sells, I'll let you know, and it'll give you a really good benchmark as to what your own home is worth. Whether you're thinking of selling or not, it's kind of a neat opportunity to see what's going on in the neighborhood. And then it gives you a chance to show the neighborhood what you do to sell a home. Show them what you do differently. Show them how you present a home. Show them your neighborhood market knowledge. Leverage the opportunity of knowing so much about that prospect, so much about that potential lead. Use that to win them. Ask them questions. What do you love? What do you like about the neighborhood? I often do a neighborhood questionnaire to get the neighborhood involved. You include a prospect in the process, you're 3 times more likely to convert. They love being included in the process. It's powerful, okay? But in my first step, I said, forget about the neighbors. They're not buying the home, and they're very likely not buying the home. But for me, as a salesperson, it's a wicked opportunity to go meet them, introduce myself, leverage the authority I have with my listing or representing someone else's listing. If you're doing an open house at another agent's listing, same. You just have to understand the profile, where it's an opportunity for you to get into their door, to give them a price by having a benchmark once this one sells. Again, opportunity to go back. And the third tip, arguably most important, most relevant tip, the third one, is simply the effort in executing steps 1 and 2. It's putting the effort in. As I said before, your message is a lot more impactful when you ask one-on-one, or speak one-on-one, or that invitation is one-to-one. Most agents most agents for an open house, excluding my steps 1 and 2, profiling the buyer and inviting the neighborhood with the purpose of giving them a price, most agents get to their open house 3 minutes early, if that, just on time, throw out a couple open house signs and expect people to show up. If that's what you're doing, then of course you're going to hate open houses because you've done nothing to generate attention, action, effort, interest. So what I need you to do, step number 3 or concept number 3 is effort applied to steps 1 and 2. You want to profile a buyer, you want to get out there, put the effort in, invite them, share the value, share the stats, share the reason why moving up in this market could be the best timing ever for that profile. In the neighborhood, same thing. Show them how their home compares to the listing that you are representing at the open house. Give them an idea of what their home is worth. Give them a reason to follow up. The more effort you put in the day before, the morning of, and the follow-up the next day, that's what's really going to set the tone and make the difference between you and an average agent hosting an open house. So I hope these 3 tips helped you. If they did, please do us a favor, subscribe to our channel. We love coaching, training salespeople, specifically real estate salespeople, and sharing our knowledge to bring the authority back. What's good for me is good for the industry, and what's good for the industry is good for me. If you want to learn more about Rex Coaching, you know where to find us. But in the meantime, everyone, as always, happy selling. Hope to see you next time. Bye, guys. Good luck.